The kick by Crackers is up to the goal square. The pack set themselves. They're all up in the air. Cable tries to grab it clear. It's kicked off by Sutton. The goal. Only 2 points against Fitzpatrick. Down she goes. Fitzpatrick with the set, got the tap down to Armstrong. It's too long. Here's the go now for Chesnell's. North Melbourne swinging to attack again. Up it goes towards Sutton. He's got them out. Oh, he's down. Sutton's about 65 metres out from goal. Sutton ready to fire again. Already kicked 4 goals for North Melbourne. This will be a dangerous one if he gets this one. I'll tell you that now. Sutton's ready to fire. The kick is a good long one. It's right through the middle. And North Melbourne are allowed 10 points in front. North Melbourne 10 goals, 767. The Carlton 8 goals, 950.
Bump at the door.
Gathers the ball in the centre. Pops one too high.
Right, Manane may have hurt himself back there from where he kicked that ball. His whole hands go up the ball to turf. Moncrief picks up. He got steamrolled there. Riders goes up to meet Matthews.
That one did.
Bucks up high. Goes on again. Hooks the ball forward. Couldn't be trapped, and Sutton comes through.
And that one didn't.
And Keenan turns around.
Also got Crackers. 2 weeks.
Peter Keenan. It appears
Down
that
went
Peter
Scott.
Keenan has been reported. It appears that way. John Scott.
Armstrong's kick up towards the half-forward line now for the Kangaroos, and the opportunity here for Harms. If he can pick the ball up, he can't do so. Eventually gets it over to Sheldon. Sheldon has a pot shot in towards the goals, and Perce Jones battling with Easton down there. The ball goes over the line though, and we'll see a throw-in to take place only a couple of metres from the Carlton point post early in the final quarter. Brockman set themselves. It's going to be Easton and Jones. Jones over the top. The snapshot for goal is smothered. Sheldon goes for a hurried hand pass over to Marku. Ramsey's there for North Melbourne. Gives it over and turn to Melk.
He goes for a short pass. It's okay. It's Sheldon's already kicked 4 goals up to this stage of the match. And there's Sutton coming out. He certainly had Rodney Galtwell covered today. In that third quarter, that North Melbourne defence was magnificent. They kicked 4-8 to Carlton. 1 goal, 2. A long hand pass from Blight over to Wick. And it's clear out there on that wing's position. A short pass, but not a good one. And there's Dill playing down there at half-back, taking the mark. A hand pass to Armstrong on his own. He's got a ton of time to do something with this one. He'll let fly a long kick over the centre half-forward position. Sutton again. He's certainly giving Rodney Alt a stick today. He's clear, Darryl Sutton, one of the most underrated players playing football. A very serviceable player. Out it goes now. There's Ebert taking them.
Sheldon boots the Blues in towards their attacking zone to get a chance for them here as Ramsey fell over. Knocked away by Sutton. Here's a go for Marku. A hurried hand pass over to Rodney Galt. Galt spins around. Has a snapshot for goal.
To Fitzpatrick. They've had a pretty good duel. Fitzpatrick played a fair game too. The ball kicked up there towards Dill. At the back is Sutton going for a knockout. A good one out towards Montgomery. Shows a clean pair of heels.
Number 21 for him. Matthews up towards Goss, and he takes the mark.
Hawthorn playing a lot better. It's out there on that half-forward flank position, a long way out from goal. Boots it up there now, looking for Moncrief, out of position by Sutton. Down it comes now to Law, trying to get out. Moncrief goes in, but the umpire's found a free kick to Law, kicking in danger. He's set for Malcolm Blight. He's had a quiet day today. Gets away from DPA to Menego, but DPA won't give up. He's taken the ball away from beautiful play by DPA to Menego. That's determination for you. Round it goes to Moncrief and Sutton. Sutton gets the ball away and plays it safe, and the ball is out of bounds up towards the centre wing position. Still 22 points the difference. 84 North Melbourne.
DP to Menego could have been fatal. Back towards half-back. Stephen Eck again taking the mark. North Melbourne's defence standing up pretty firm as it did in the third quarter. Keith Gregg, he had a very good third quarter. Hand pass is okay. There's Sutton well upfield. He's got to be in my best players.
Ick against Matthews on the shoulder, and Ick has played a very good game. All their defenders have played well, particularly Ick and Montgomery. An outstanding defenders.
Don't leave Sutton out.
No, Sutton too. I'm sorry about that, Pete. He has played well too. Off the top of the pack as a go for Podolzak. He can pick it up. He's got it for a run. He better be careful. Goes for a pass. Not good enough, and there we see coming across as Laws. I said before that defence standing out pretty well. A hand pass. Coming out now to Darryl Sutton at centre half back. Right across to the wing position. Keith Gregg goes for the mark, and a beautiful mark it is too. He's a delightful player, this fellow.
As Lou mentioned throughout the quarter, North Melbourne's defence today with players like Sutton and Montgomery really starring has been very hard to pass. 14 minutes gone in the final quarter. McCann, Kennedy, Mew. As I said, he's done all right since he came on. Chris Mew down towards half forward for Hawthorn. Ayres knocks it straight to his opponent though, taken by Ick. Back towards Sutton. Doug Smith from left half back. Mistake before.
There they go again. Goad sending him to attack as it goes up there towards Martello. Knocked out again, but Sutton going. Martello taps it out to Bennett. He goes to Moncrief. Picked up by Sutton, a strong defender. Out it goes wide. It's a chance for Hawthorn to go and attack again.
Out the goals. Shocking kick by Ablett. Gives the chance for Big Doug Smith to race the ball through for one behind. Hawthorn still trying. North Melbourne hanging on. 11-9, 75, 13-9, 87. That's a difference of 2 even goals as we sit back. New over the top, claims the mark. No, says the umpire, and a good decision. DP to Domenico, short in towards centre half forward position for the Hawks. Ayres, he's lifted his game in the final quarter, goes for a long kick into the pocket. Sutton and Moncrief. Sutton over the boundary line and well defended. 2 even goals, the difference, 19 3/4 minutes.
Champion. But again, it was the bullocking of Nowotny that got the ball out to him to score the goal. Side bottom in the centre, out ruck by Keane, picked up by True, coming into his own as a ruck rover. That's holding the ball, and that goes against him, says Ross Capes. I repeat that Capes and Gillies are right up with the play today, and they're positioning themselves magnificently for any error made by the players. Buckenara's kick is a long one. Fogarty's down there, that's number 27. And under the ball is Gary Armstrong. The son of the coach, Ken Armstrong, and he's done quite well since making his league debut 4 weeks ago. Murray, Skorowski, out to the Walker stand. The race is on Taylor opposed to Philip Narkle. Taylor to Lamb, caught by Narkle, and he looked like a bullfighter with the ball going clean through him then. That wasn't too fancy on the feet, Phil Lamb.
There he goes, Phil Narkle taking this kick in the back line, wing, forward line, doesn't matter where you name it, Phil Narkle's there, and he boots this one down towards the wing. Laurie Keane's there and takes a good mark. The big arms of Laurie Keane, using him on the ball today as well for his height. He's between wing and half forward flank. Not a good kick. Gets it up towards the pocket. Melville's in there battling with his big bulk, and the throw-in to take place. It's about 15 metres around from the Subiaco goals. Murray gets it down. Chance for Doog. Swan's back's too good. Blackerby helping him. Neesham gets it out beautifully on the flank to Skorowski. Black and White's out of trouble.
Down to Fitzgerald. He's in front of Jeff. Good mark. Can't get out in time to give the running players for Swans, but now he's away. Centres the ball. Richardson from behind. Baker can't handle it. This man Lamb can. That's the 10th time he's cleared handsomely from the back pocket. Buckenara's spiral punt kick 80 metres into the goal square. Fogarty can't handle it.
82, I think it was, Arthur.
Well, it was a pretty good kick anyway, and now the ball is in the forward pocket for Subiaco. Well, it's easy to see the difference. 5 goals the difference. 8-6 playing 3-6. And the quarter has belonged to Swan Districts, even though Subi are kicking with the aid of a slight breeze. Murray opposed to side bottom, and they're all over side bottom. He played for the kick, and what a improved unemotional player this Alan side bottom is. In direct contrast, of course, to his brother playing over for St Kilda as he gives it to Sutton. Sutton can't stand up. Back to side bottom was clever. There's the lead on over the new player, Gary McDonald. Welcome back. Contest between Sheldon from behind, Baker in front, left centre wing. Spillage favours Buckenara. Now, can he make it an even longer kick? 80 metres again. Side bottom waiting down. But the ball has gone through for a behind. And so Subiaco go to 3-7. They're trailing Swan Districts, who are 8-6.
Yes, the Subiaco forward line not functioning in this quarter. They've packed it up and they're trying to kick goals from just forward of the centre, which just isn't on at the moment, as Tom Mullooly goes for the short kick out to the flank to Sutton. Using the head at the moment, Darryl Sutton.
Now to the West Australian Football League replays, should I say replays. Today we have one replay, Bob. We've decided, and I think it's a good idea, that considering the importance of the match, that's the game between Claremont and Swans, and what a tremendous game it was, and seeing that they're the two top sides at the end of the qualifying period in our competition, that we should devote our whole replay to that particular match. And I'm sure that you go along with that too.
I do agree, Gary. I was down there yesterday. Tremendous game of football. It had everything. Crowd, atmosphere, great football.
Jam-packed with interest, and also I think the crowd held their breath when unfortunately Phil Cracker went down. We're only going to show it to you once now because we'll have more on it in the World of Football show, but here's the incidents leading up to that particular event. We've got it in slow motion for you at this particular time. I'm sure you'll agree again, Bob, that it was a fair bump, but one of those things that happens in football.
Yes, a good solid shirt front, Gary, and this was set the pattern in the first quarter, and what a great first quarter it was, and a very, very hard one.
Commiserations to Phil Cracker. Our latest word on Phil is that he's still in Royal Perth Hospital, but apparently quite okay. But we'll have more on Phil Cracker and that particular episode later with Frank Sparrow and the boys in World of Football.
All out there. Aitken comes back on his own. Gets rid of Nawatney. That was good play, as now Blackwell has a chance again to drive the Tigers forward. Sutton in front. The Rocket Gibraltar today at centre half back.
Good mark, Darryl Sutton. Eye on the ball all the way. He's on the half back line at the moment. He's heading the game up now. A good long kick to half forward, looking for Rance. With him is Harper. And Baden Harper. The players on both sides have been switched all around the ground by the respective coaches. Harper playing on the ball, playing at half-back, and now takes a good mark. Looking for Jamison, with him is Sutton. Fitzgerald.
Watson again with strength. Leaves it behind for Bahagia. Great hand pass, Bahagia. On to Fowler. Simon Madden there. A spoil came from Sutton. A kick off the ground by Madden. Goes through for a behind.
Oh, if that ball had only bounced back just a little for Van der Hart, would have been the easiest of easy goals. Sutton out wide looking for Dunn. Justin Madden with...
Justin Madden. Fields. Perhaps a lucky one to Watson, left half forward. Just came straight at him. No 15 being paid by umpire Smith. Long way out, Timmy Watson. Right to the goal square. Crow at the back, a big chance. Got hands to it too. Otway ran onto it but went without the ball. And Landy sixth, the safety of the behind line.
Sutton looking out there for Wood against Folds. Wood beating brilliantly too. Plays on very quickly and gains another 20 metres.
Up that move, and he's been instrumental in so many of South Melbourne's moves. Sutton to the outer side now, looking for Dunn, who got away from Barry Round then. Good play by Richmond, and they can really run in numbers now. Tempany on the ground for the first time. Smith paddling it on for Rhys Jones. Good play. Scott. Wayne Carroll and Sutton. Well played by Sutton. Now it comes to Fashini. Oh, shocking kick. And so a throw in the Swans' left forward pocket. .21.5 minutes gone. Rollings, handed the ball to his teammate. Richmond lucky then because the free kick had already been paid to Sutton. It could have been a throwing the ball infringement otherwise. To Jess, back to Malthouse. Fiddly play.
Welcome back. Players are now taking up their positions for the start of play in the first term. Barry Round, the Swans captain, has won the toss. and he has elected to kick to the right, which is, of course, the main scoreboard end goal here at the SCG. Hawthorn will be attacking the left, which is the MA Noble stand-in.
Another hand pass coming over to Rodney Ed out to Swab, and Swab at half forward has a pot shot at the goals. And there's a good mark taken there by Darryl Sutton down there at full-back. And a pretty handy player since crossing over, this fellow. One of the few good players they had last week against Eston. The ball out there, take the mark out there on the centre wing position. So Jackson drives the Swans back into attack over their centre half forward position. There's Sutton getting up high. A hand pass coming out there to Evans. A snap at goal. It's not bad. There, it's a goal. So the Swans are really in business today. At the 4-minute mark, or just on the 4-minute mark, the Swans 2 goals, 12 points. To Fitzroy 1 goal, 7 points.
Well, that will do Bernie Evans the world of good. You can't ask for more than a confidence builder when you're in a little bit of doubt. And a quick hand pass from Tony Morwood, and Bernie Evans snapping truly.
The Demons again outscoring the Swans 4-6 to 3-4 in that quarter. And very little in it at three-quarter time. 21 points, the main goal kickers for the Swans. Cruz has 3, Sutton 3, and Evans 3. For Melbourne, Flower 2, Johnson 2, and Fidge 2. But maybe the factor that could lose the game for the Swans, Bob, Round went to the forward pocket, not 100%. And, of course, they lost Sutton late in that quarter with a possible knee injury, it did seem. And, of course, Rhys Jones won't take any further part in the match as well.
Yes, it'll be interesting to see just how some of those other players that were injured last week, players like Ian Roberts and Max Cruz, both injured down at St Kilda, and whether they're fit enough to go on with the game, only time will tell. But the Demons were certainly looking dangerous during that quarter, and 2 goals by young Ted Fidge on the replay now, and both, of course, during that quarter. And right now we see Bernie Evans, who's been a fine player for the Swans, along with Max Cruz at centre half forward. Cruz has been a great player right throughout the 3 terms, and Hounsell went out of the game a little bit in that quarter, but then Melbourne just couldn't quite capitalise on the number of opportunities they did have. But then
to get a quick kick in was Johnson, who kick smothered. Negri again. Negri in towards goal. McQueen's there, and Steve McQueen within distance and should put North second on the board. This will lift McQueen's confidence. Drives in towards goal and makes no mistake. And Glenorchy now into attack. From the bounce, Manson, Cole up. That's Davidson was being held, didn't have the ball, and so Davidson taking the free kick.
First kick for the season for that player.
First kick for the match, first for the season. Gary Davidson, a surprise admission in the side. And he's made no mistake. Davidson's first kick of the season. It's a goal, and one that Glenorchy needed.
Manson got the big lift, but couldn't control it effectively. Sutton falling on it first. Was he pushed? I think we'll find that that's what the umpire felt, because Darryl Sutton will take the free kick. None of the Glenorchy defenders too keen to give it back to him. Eventually a teammate returns it, and Sutton gets another handball on. It's found Don Eames trying to run around that outer side. He got away with that. Eventually the kick is on its way right up towards half forward. Noble was falling back trying to get a hand of that. He couldn't. Eventually the Glenorchy defenders have a chance to clear. Peters to Linton. This is sharp work. That kick now is going right up towards the edge of the square. Lamont from behind as he controlled that one. He's appealing for it.
Yes.
And it's been paid.
Mark. Good one too.
From behind the pack, he had to control that with one hand as he fell down to ground with it. And it's a vital mark too, because he's only about 20 metres out, straight in front of goal. The kick is drifting across, but the goal umpire has signalled that it's through.
Good opening to the first quarter here at league headquarters. From the bounce, sure it'll favour. Leaves it for teammate. Hand pass shot out. Webster puts the Magpies into attack. Sutton is there and marks. Sutton running around him was Howard, but Sutton elects to kick, or gets it over now to Devine. Devine down to Jones, got up high, gave away the free kick, I reckon. To go to Roland Curley. Curley looking for a lead. Gee, players running everywhere. There's the kick. Goss, it was too far for, and Sutton judged it nicely. Darryl Sutton. A short one, not kicking the ball long, out to Noble. Noble has Howard running past. Howard drives it down, and that mark's taken by Wayne Olding. Not a good hand pass over to Webster. Webster clears up onto the wing position. Goss nearly took the mark. Devine quick with a hand pass to Eames. Back here it goes to Howard. Howard drives down on towards the half-forward line, and he finds Johnson. Robbie Johnson putting it down in towards centre half-forward. Manson up behind. Good mark, James Manson. He's been told, well, to believe in yourself. Believe you will kick the goal. Talk to yourself. He's doing just that. As Manson kicks. It's going goalwards. It's close. It could be good. The medicine's worked through the week because Manson is now out to play his 250th game, and it was good too for... and here's what happened in the rooms afterwards.
All right, you always wanted to be there. You're the doctor now. You're the coach.